Hello, hello. I gotta set you guys up somewhere. Hold on a second. I'm in my little makeshift workshop here. You guys, I muted myself. I was working today doing some. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see. You know what? I'll pick it up with the little tweezer. Hold on. I made a little pizza. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it. Little pizza slice charm. That's silver. I did a little moon. Let's see. I was just practicing. This is the metal clay. It's pretty cool. It comes in a package, and then you hold on. I gotta open the garage door because it is fucking hot. Don't mind the mess back here. But it's hot in here. I probably shouldn't have done that because I think my neighbor's mowing his lawn, but whatever. What else? This one I messed up because while I was soldering it, the jump ring flipped onto the surface. I don't know what happened there, so that's messed up. I made this the other day, which it's a mess. I melted the stone, so no good. But again, we're practicing just like this. I made this, but it burnt. I burnt it. I melted it basically with the torch. And what else? This little thing. It's all clay. It's actually pretty cool. And then you fire it and um it turns into metal. Turns into silver. Like pure silver. 9999. Uh so that's what I was working on. How is everybody? Just back to go put my ring up. I get there. They did my wedding bands and my ring together, and it was completely crooked. It was. I'm looking at it, and I'm like when they gave it to me, I was kind of like, I kept looking at it, and finally, I had to say something. I was like, dude, this is no good. Like the space was like, oh, it was bad. So, um, hello, happy Monday. Yes, I'm breaking up. Really? Hold on. Let me go inside. Oh wait, I'm not on Wi-Fi. Well, that's strange. Try leaving the chat and then coming back in, because to um if you were listening to anything on a higher speed and then you come into a live, it's going to skip. You have to, or just try changing the speed, unless it's doing it for everybody. If it's breaking up for everybody, let me know, and then I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's better. That's so weird. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to come live quick. I don't have all that much time, but um okay, I just posted a video. I posted it yesterday for members only, because like when when you just like gotta say something, you hear something crazy on this platform and you're just like, I have to fucking say something. So I posted the video, and if you want, I'll go upstairs and I'll play the video for you guys. And I just want to explain myself, because Kool-Aid just put a clip out from Laura's, live stream that she did the other day. And I caught it the last 10 minutes of her live stream. She's talking about her website. She's showing her website and going through it. And look, I'm fair in this whole thing. It looks better than it did. Okay. It looks better. Okay. She's claiming that she has all these quote marketing people, whatever. I don't know why she insists on fucking lying about this shit. I really just don't. I don't understand it, because there's no need to lie. Jem, yes, if you want, you can message me. I just shipped something to Canada, but I didn't. So if you want to purchase something, message me, and then I'll send you a shipping quote, and then because I don't want to, I don't know how to do it on my website. Like I don't know how to set it up on my website yet, but I shipped something to somebody in Canada. So um if there's something that you want, I'll tell me what it is, and then I'll what do you call it? I'll send you a shipping quote before, because I don't want people ordering, because like I shipped somebody just a little necklace that weighed less than an ounce, and it was $16 in shipping just for that little necklace. So I don't want, I want people to like know that it's going to be expensive. So yeah, you could email me. You could email me at makeupmobster@gmail.com, or if you go on my website, there's an email on there, an email option. But yeah. Thank you, Angel Girl. Which ones did you order? I forgot. I don't remember which ones you ordered. Um, I got my earrings on right now, actually. That's one of the pairs that I made. But I just actually put them together today. I forgot. I had the pieces left over from, uh, what do you call it? I haven't seen her website, not emailed. Did she say it took her? All right. All right. Let's rewind there. I mean, I could show you guys the video that I made, but she's like, oh, I took all these pictures, and, it was such a pain in the ass. And I spent over $200 in labels, wasting, with labels. So her saying that gives off the impression that on her website, she took each individual photograph of every single candle that she has listed. And let me preface this by saying there's absolutely nothing wrong with using Photoshop. Many companies do it. A lot of companies, almost every company uses Photoshop. There's nothing wrong with using it to represent your product, right? Like you'll see it very often with t-shirts, right? Because people aren't going to make the t-shirts. If you're ordering a custom t-shirt, they'll superimpose an item, right? They'll make a mock-up of a t-shirt with lettering or a graphic on it, and then it's a representation of the actual product that you're going to get, right? There's nothing wrong with doing that. Every company basically does it. The problem is, I don't know why she gets up on a live stream and she just fucking lies. Like she sat there and took each and every picture. And it's like, I don't know. She knows that I mean, dude, I went to school for art, graphic design, worked in the industry for a long time. I still do, So it's like I don't obviously have a full-time job, but I still work in the industry. I still do things, and I use the programs and the skills that I learned through the years. So I'm looking at the website because I'm like, oh wow, she redid it. Let's see what's going on. And without even zooming into the photos, okay, on my phone, I could see all the telltale signs that things are photoshopped. She specifically went on her website and was pointing out, like, oh, see, this candle's different from this one because I took it in different lighting. And I'm like, dude, what? Let me just explain something. It is very hard to get pictures to be exact, right? To get every picture to be exact. If you're taking a picture of one item, which is what a lot of companies will do, they'll take a picture of a blank, let's just say candle vessel, right? And they'll Photoshop the label on, this way they don't have to, manufacture all the candles. I totally fine to do, nobody's saying it's not okay to do. It's a representation of the product that you're going to get, right? But it's not the exact product. You're not going to get the exact product that's in the picture. I think we all kind of know that. But to get the same picture, okay, from the same angle, the way she explained it, that she's like, oh, I went outside and I took pictures at different times a day. Bro, like, do you understand how hard it would be to take a picture outside, right? And then go inside and then come outside the next day and get the exact same picture? I mean, unless I don't know. I don't even know how it would be possible. Now, she said she had like studio lighting set up and a little staging area in her garage or something, or her living room, wherever. It doesn't matter what room it's in. And she had her camera on a tripod. Okay. And she had a little piece of tape marking off on the surface, the table that she was using, where she put each candle. and then didn't touch anything on her camera, didn't touch any settings, didn't move anything, then maybe I would believe it. Okay, but taking photos at different times of day on different days outdoors is going to give you different results. The lighting is never going to be the same. So she's claiming that on her website that the pictures are different because she took them at different times of day. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I don't understand why she's trying to lie and convince everybody that she took these pictures. I just don't get it. I guess because if I had to take a guess, it's because in the past, people have called her out for using stock photography on things. She using Macy's candle and then putting her label on it. So I guess she wants to convince everybody now that she became a professional, uber professional photographer. Hold on. I'm just going to play the video so you guys understand what I'm saying. I don't know why she does this, dude. I really just don't understand it. Let me log on to my computer. Hold on. I was like, you know what? I made it the video and I put it on members only because I was like, fuck that. I'm not giving this asshole any more free advice. But I just can't stand a fucking liar, dude. Somebody trying to deceive other people. It drives me crazy. All right, hold on a second. Fucking Ovi, of course, wants to come in now. It's so bad. Come on, you panty ball sack. Oh, I need my glasses too, but I don't know where they are. I broke. Oh, you know what? I'll just grab one of these. I got like 10 pairs of glasses behind me. I'll just wear these for now. All right. I don't know what's going on with my internet, so we'll wait a moment here for this to load up. Yeah, looks like my internet needs to be restarted. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, hold on. It's finally coming through. Don't know why StreamYard isn't loading up. In the meantime, how is everybody? Exactly. Why not just say it took me hours to Photoshop? It's not like people care. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't understand why she's lying about like trying to convince people that she took these pictures. Like, bro, like if even the best Photoshoppers out there, and I'm talking like the creme de la creme of people who do Photoshop, even they fuck up sometimes. It's and leave things, little signs of the fact that the photo was manipulated in some way, shape, or form. Hold on, I'm restarting my router because my internet's not working. Fucking thing. I shouldn't have to do this constantly. So annoying. All right. We'll give that a minute to restart. I just don't understand it. She was literally sitting there pointing out like pictures on her thing and going, oh, well, this one and this one's different because I took them at different times of day. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, they look exactly the same to me. Anyway, I was trying to explain to you guys. So if you took a picture, right, on a different day, you're going to get the angle's going to be different. How the fuck would you ever go outside, bring all your camera equipment outside, and set everything up in the exact same spot that you had it the day prior? And you could catch it from the exact same angle. It would be almost impossible unless you like marked, spots off, but I don't think Laura's doing that kind of shit. So I would appreciate someone saying they took the time to work out the technical aspects so everything runs seamless instead of lying about taking 300 photos. That's exactly how I feel. I mean, hold on. All right. Hopefully my internet's working. Oh my God. It's like plugging into the internet works better than Wi-Fi. Yeah. Thanks for the tip, StreamYards. You're a peach. Hey, Tony, digital art is an art. I would be thrilled to say I made this look so good. it is an art form, you know. You know what? I think it bothers me because it's a trade. Okay. Even the other day when I was watching Bullhorn Betty, or Burnt Toast rather, and her mod who's doing these fucking horrible designs, you know, and calling herself a designer. And it's kind of infuriating because it's like, this is a specialized skill. You know, it's like me saying, oh, I'm a nail tech because, you know, I taught myself how to do nails. Like, I'm not. I don't know fucking what I'm doing. I would be terrified to do somebody else's nails. I do my own because if I fuck them up, I don't care. It's my hands, you know. I don't know if the internet's out in my neighborhood or what, because like this thing should be back up and running at this point. Let me try refreshing this again. I mean, it's like just not working at all. What the fuck is going on here? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say that I'm that because I'm not, you know. I don't care if I fuck up my nails, it's my hands. I would never do somebody else's without going to school and getting formal training for it. You know, like I want to know the ins and outs and all the rules, right? That there are. It's the same thing with, you know, designing things. There's rules. And that girl broke several of them the other day. Betty's fucking mod who's selling t-shirts, you know, with trademarked, hold on a second, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. You know, she's selling shirts with trademarked pictures on them, graphics on them. You can't do that. She always feels the need to overcompensate what she does. Yes, she does. All right, finally. I think my internet's finally back up. All right. Okay, let's get on StreamYards. Holy shit. That was a pain in the ass. All right. Excuse me for having two of me. All right. Okay. All right. We're on the computer now. So let me go to my page and I'll show you guys the video. Because I know that it's going to be like, oh, you're bashing her business. I'm not bashing your business, dude. I'm not. I think I've offered you some pretty good criticism, okay, over the last, you know, couple of years. It just doesn't make sense. All right, all right, I'm going to play my own video. This is kind of weird. It's like me reacting to me. Share screen. Okay. All right, let's do this. Kool-Aid clipped it, that part, and I was like, oh my God, now I feel like I have to put my video on public. All right, so let's go. Of Laura's live, literally the tell and maybe last 10 minutes. And dude, why do you lie so bad, Laura? Why? I don't know. We're going to take a listen.
That's it.
Like, dude, wait, hold on. Let me just say this because I don't want it to be all negativity. It looks better. It looks cleaner. It looks more refined. Okay. I still think there's some things that could be fixed, but it's an improvement in a sense. Okay. It doesn't look as crazy busy with all different colors and graphics and shit like that. Okay. It's a little neater. I'll give you credit on that.
A lot of people love the banana bread. It's one of the best sellers. It is one of my best sellers.
So she redid her website for the 9 trillionth time. I don't quite understand the whole purpose of the rollover. That's what they call that when you roll over a picture and it changes like that. Why have the same candle just in a different background? I would think, you know, put a flame, maybe light one so that it looks different in the second picture. I don't know. I don't understand the point of that, but this week.
Mystic, you have no idea how many times I had to redo this.
Okay, here's where the lies start.
I am telling you, I redid these pictures 3 times.
Okay, so she's implying in this that she actually took these pictures.
Every single day. We're talking, I wasted over $200 in labels. Horrible.
$200. $200 in labels. So that would imply to me that she sat there And she actually, made every single one of these candles. There's like 70 something candles on her website. Am I wrong? Put the label on the vessel and then set it up to take a picture of it. Okay. She had to print out every single label over the last, I don't know how many weeks, because she changed the labels about 4 times. So $200 in labels. That's what she's trying to tell us.
Yeah. Kept redoing pictures. Because once you redo one, then you have to redo every single one of them. So they're all the same and they all have the same, like, and then if like this one is turned a little instead of being like straight on, that would drive me nuts. And finally, I just gave up. I said, I'm never going to get all of these perfect. I just need to stop. Or like, so again, she's trying to imply that she took photos, each individual photo she took herself. Just keep that in mind. Like, you can see how like on this one, the top is not as bright as this one. They look exactly the fucking same, dude. So I don't know why she's doing this. She's pointing out this one looks different than this one. They look exactly the fucking same, dude. You would never be able to capture this. If you handmade all these candles, first of all, the errors in hand making things would just show up. Like the wick, you would never clip the wick exactly on the same angle or have it in the exact same spot. But they don't look different to me. She's like, this one's different from this one because I took it at different times of day. Because it was taken at a different time of day. At first, that would drive me nuts. And finally, I said, she's still trying to convince everybody that the top is not as bright as the other one. She took it at a different time of day. I can't. Why is she saying this? Believe us. I have to stop doing this. Like, I just have to. Like, this one was taken at a different time of day than that one. No. It looks exactly the same. Am I like. Oh my God, dude. I was like, everything's got to be done at the exact same time. Laura, for you to get all those candles lined up exactly the way you did with the same lighting and the same shadows, okay, it is fucking impossible to do. I don't know who you're trying to kid here, but you would have had to put your camera in the same exact spot, put your product in the same exact spot, be at the same exact point of view, be at the same exact angle, be at the same exact zoom and focus, okay? It is fucking impossible to do what you did here, what you're saying you did here, that you lined these up every day exactly and took it from the exact same point of view every day on different days. Dude, like the weather changes, the fucking clouds that are going over the sun changes. That it is impossible to get the same exact lighting. She's saying there's variations in the lighting, and I didn't look at her website on a computer, but I don't see it on my phone. Really? Okay. Like, why do you do this? It was not easy. Just say I redid my website and fucking leave it at that, dude. You know what I'm saying? I redid my website. Here's the thing. Nobody needed this lie explanation. I just don't understand why you chose to lie about this. No, Laura. What you did was you took a stock picture. That's what it looks like. I could tell by the lighting, first of all, that this wasn't taken outside, but that's a whole nother story. You just put it in an AI app, and that's what you did. Where's the actual labels on these? Or because we're gonna take a closer look at this, but like, why do you lie about this? I don't get it, dude. Why? You know that there's people on here like myself who could see all the little imperfections and things that tell us that you did not take these pictures. You did not go outside every day and take these pictures, Laura. It's impossible to get these exactly lined up the way you have them lined up on here. Fucking impossible. If you took those with your camera, show the JPEG format of the images. Yeah, show us the EXIF data. The whatever it is, EXIF, right? EXIF. Just show us. I mean, I don't care that much. She doesn't really need to prove it to me because I really don't care. I don't care if she photoshops her shit. Like, but I'm just like, why is she lying about this? It's so fucking weird, dude. If you left your camera, your lighting, and everything set up, okay, and you really took individual pictures, you would never get it exact like this. And then my marketing people were like, no, the labels aren't. Her marketing people. Thank you, Rachel. Member for 18 months. Appreciate that. Yeah, her marketing. Now it's not just one person. It's multiple. She has multiple marketing people. A team, in fact. Oh, my goodness. It's right, Anastasia. That's what I'm saying. It's just such a silly thing to lie about. Like, who cares if you photoshopped it, Laura?
Clear. Everything needs to be crystal clear.
Oh, they're still not clear.
Then I had to learn a program to make them crystal clear. And then finally I said, this is
What program is there that makes labels crystal clear? Yeah, that's I couldn't talk. What program are you using that makes anything crystal clear? There's an option when you go on Photoshop. There's an option to clarify. Okay, if you import raw data, which I don't think Laura's doing. When I take my pictures, I take them in RAW. It's called. That's what I shoot in RAW. And what that does is it takes the picture and you're gonna get the best, cleanest form of the picture for editing, right? It's hard to explain, but it's better than just taking a JPEG, which is like compressed. You know, raw files are huge, but you're getting the best quality resolution on your picture. And then when you bring it into Photoshop and you try to, you know, adjust levels or something, say you have to bump up the brightness or whatever, it's just better for photography, okay? When I take pictures, I could go in and there's an option to clarify, it says. Okay, this is the only thing I know of. And what it does is it will kind of take where two edges meet, and it'll kind of like, so say, you know, two different colors or something meets, and it could kind of know where there's an object, and it'll crisp up the pixels around those objects, but it doesn't really make things like clear in the way she's saying. What she's talking about is focus and maybe pixelation. And I don't know why she can't get clear pictures. I mean, you don't need to be a photographer to get clear pictures. Laura, like, who are you trying to fool here? I guess the people in your chat, but you know, those of us who actually work in this industry. She's like, I learned a special program to clarify things. Understand it? What? There's nothing that's gonna make your labels crystal clear, your pictures. That's except for focusing your camera. I mean, if you do import a raw image into Photoshop, there's, you know, you could bump the clarity up, but it really doesn't clear it the way you're trying to make it. Like, it's not gonna depixelize it.
I can't do it anymore. I have to move on.
Oop. My bad.
So
I have to move on. All right.
But I am really happy with it.
Stop it. It's unbelievable. She just lies like a rug. There's a lot going on in these pictures.
You can tell the top of this was taken at a different
All right, I zoomed in because I was like, where do you see differences, dude?
time than the top of that, but I just had to stop.
I mean, I feel like I'm looking at one of those pictures in Highlight magazine where it's like spot the differences, you know? I'm like, where do you see that one is lighter than the other? I'm not seeing that. Laura, you didn't. And like, I'm sorry, my eye is obviously trained for this type of shit because I did it for a living. So I see, I would notice a slight variation in the colors, and I'm not seeing it. Not take those. She's really trying to fool us into thinking that she took those two at a different time of day, and that's why they're different. But they're not. Laura. They're not different. Oh my God, I can't.
I had to give it up.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to move on.
You have to give up lying about this. If you are photoshopping, that's fine, but just admit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, companies do it all the time. Actually, she doesn't even need to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like correcting myself here. She doesn't even need to admit it. I don't know why she brought the attention to this and then lied about it and then is like, nobody would have said anything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, why are you, like, I just don't understand why she's lying about this. I just don't get it. The time they'll take a picture of their candles and they'll Photoshop things. That's absolutely fine to do. I don't know why you're lying, trying to act like you took all these pictures and got them all from the same angle on different days in different lighting. It's impossible. It is absolutely. Did she really say there was a ghost in her room? Impossible. Oh, yeah. Is it like the Anna Nicole Smith ghost?
Or like, this one's a little crooked, trying to get that one straight. It was just too much.
More like when you brought it into Photoshop and copied and pasted things, you didn't get them straight, because we'll look at the lines.
Already. I couldn't even find a clean surface in my house that was straight.
I don't even know what the fuck she means by that.
Sage is good. She's doing really good.
I couldn't. You guys see the little shadow on the rim right here? right here and right here. And then this little highlight, it's a little different in this one, but this highlight right here and right here tells me that this is just copied and pasted.
Oh my God, dude.
It might have got erased in this one when she was photoshopping it, because I could actually see that there's like a little weird blue area back there.
Oh,
The
she's
fucking
doing a yearly
lies.
trip with her bestie.
Oh,
Alright.
maybe not.
So that's that. So we're gonna just take a look here, because all I had to do was go on her page for about 2 seconds, and I could see, not even without zooming in, I could see, because again, my eye is trained for this type
It
of shit,
sure
because I
is.
did it for a living for a long time, and I still do to some degree,
What the hell's Vanilla Banella? B with a B.
right? I still use
What?
Photoshop.
I didn't even notice that. It says Garden Tubero. I don't know what that is. Vanilla Vanilla? What?
and everything and all my graphic design software.
Vanilla
And-
Vanilla.
Yeah, dude, I could see all the little imperfections. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's start with this one right here. You see that little,
See this little ghosted white line right here? That's like feathered out. That is a copy and paste. I couldn't like point to it, but
white outline
Right
thing
there.
that I circled, and then there's kind of a double, looks like it's kind of overlapping.
it's doubled up.
Yeah, those are telltale signs that she cut out the inside of the candle jar and then pasted it onto this candle jar for.
Like, I give her credit for doing at least that she was trying to line it up. I guess she was in Photoshop maybe with the layers or something, but she forgot to delete the one in the background.
Some reason. And I don't know why there's two pasted on top of each other. Okay, and here's another example here, as you can see by the way.
You see this little area where it's discolored? That's, yeah.
Like, not really sure what's going on there, but there's some telltale photoshopping signs. If I had to take a guess, you used something similar to the magic wand tool in Photoshop and you accidentally deleted that area.
That's what it looks like.
Now this is where things get really interesting. It says Ornogio
So she printed these labels. That's what she wants us to believe. Okay.
Kendlos.
And you didn't proofread it? You didn't look at this?
Not quite sure what happened there, Laura, but
Look at this little... I didn't even notice this yesterday, but you see at the end, I don't know if you guys can really see it that good, but there's like a little smear. Like, it looks like she maybe used the selection tool. This is my guess right here, which I think is probably right. There's a square selection tool, right? It makes a square. And then there's a... It's so hard to explain if you don't know Photoshop. Picture Photoshop is like a scrapbook, okay? And I have a picture on a page of a scrapbook. You could I take a pair of scissors and I cut out, or X-Acto knife, and I cut out a square, and it looks to me like that's what happened here. For some reason, maybe she accidentally selected something and then she pressed the arrow key and it moved it just one click over and it made this line right here. And everything's misaligned now. Tell me more about those labels. And as you can see next to the cucumber, next to the R, there's like a little piece of another letter that got erased. Don't know what's going on there.
And then you got this random white line, which I don't know what the hell is going on there.
If I had a guess, I couldn't really explain the whole thing, but that's my best guess, is that she made a square selection and then accidentally cut it and moved it over to the side.
But it's definitely a sign of some photoshopping or some photo manipulation. None of the letters are straight.
You see the
I
stroke?
can see that the stroke.
So the stroke of the letter is this. It's the line that makes the letter, and they're all uneven, okay? So they would look like this if they were right, like my thumbnail picture.
Strokes on the letter.
I mean, there's some fonts that are purposely made like that, but I don't think that this was one, because the letters are deformed to the point where they're not even the right letters. And by the way, bougie, candle, bougie is candle in French, so you wrote candle.
Are all uneven, and
Somebody told me that yesterday. I didn't know that because I don't speak French.
I don't know what's going on there. So tell me more about that special app you had that made things clearer, because this looks like a mess. And here's Condlo Bugio. Is it Italian? Is it Spanish? I don't know.
Sorry.
But your letters are messed up. The AI app that you're using is kind of glitching out.
Like, look, the all this is just messed up. Oh my God. Jamaica me crazy. These overlapping letters are making me crazy. And by the way, it's Jamaican me crazy. That's what it's supposed to say. Jamaican me crazy. Get it? And once again, there's a glitch in the matrix here. What happened with the candles and the eye? That's AI right there for you. That's why you don't fucking depend on that shit. Because that's what it's going to do to you. Just a... You see, even over here, I just noticed this. The little, this right here. I know it's such a subtle thing for most people, but the A, the way it's bent right here, I could tell something, you know, it's just not how it should be. It should be like this one, just a curve. There should be no straight area. This is what happens when you fucking stare at fonts for fucking hours, I mean, of your life. This is, you just, your eye becomes acclimated to seeing these things when you do this for a living. Complete shit show mess. And where's the outline for the actual label? Because if you really wasted $200 on labels and you took these pictures, we would be able to see. All right, so this is Photoshop too. I could tell these aren't the actual pictures, okay? But they were smart enough to Photoshop in a label, although they albeit they didn't do the best job. This one, like this, you see this shadow is a little too severe. This one actually is probably, might be a real picture. These are Photoshop labels. So this is this one right here. This is probably the original, and these are the Photoshop labels. And you can tell because look at this weird shadow they put in the gradient on the side. It doesn't look right. It doesn't line up with the, you know what I'm saying? Do you guys see the difference between this label and this label? So to me, this looks like the actual label that's on the vessel. And this one looks like it was Photoshopped on. These ones right here. The outline. But you should see a line because the light is hitting this, okay? And there's a little highlight right there just to let us know, you know, that there's a difference of the label. This, once again, looks like it's just like screen printed on the vessel. Those are just letters on a vessel, Photoshopped on a vessel. So why are you telling people that you spent $200 in labels, Laura? Come on, dude. Why do you do this? So where's the actual... Like, I totally get not wanting to print out all these labels and shit because it's a... Why? It's a waste, you know? But then again, if you're actually making these products and selling them, just print one out and have one made and then sell it, you know? Like, that's what I do sometimes. I'll make an item to take a picture of it, and then if somebody orders it, they get that item. Okay? But I just don't get it. Sticker for the label. I see another little thing right there. But I don't see one in any of these pictures. Okay, and here's perhaps what I have the biggest problem with. If you went outside on different days, okay, in different lighting, and you took all these pictures, there's no way you would ever be able to get all these pictures with the wicks. You see it messed up facing the same direction. You see how the wick is in the same exact spot on every one? There, and there. That would never happen. And have the pictures taken from the same with the same fucking highlight right there, the little white highlight angle. It would never happen. It would be nearly impossible to do. And again, in all of these, I see, you know, evidence of photoshopping. That one right here, it's weird. It has like wax, like the wax isn't smooth. So I don't know what happened there, but let's see. Yeah, there you can see that same here. You see that black line right there? Right there. This black and this black line, that's a paste line, a copy paste line. White line, or the black line here where things were cut and pasted. And again, where is the label? And why is the words are all messed up? Enorgio candles. What happened here? So you want us to believe that you printed out all these labels, made all these candles, and set them all up and took pictures of each individual candle right? You got the wick, the same angle, exactly in the same spot
It's
every
impossible. It is fucking impossible.
single time. And speaking of the wicks, why is it not in the center of the candle? From this angle, it would be a little
I tried to put it where it should be, but it's hard on my phone in this stupid video editing app with limited capabilities.
further back. The way it looks in this picture, it's literally right behind the, or would be right next to the rim of the candle. It's not
Yeah, it would be like this. If this was the candle, which doesn't matter. I mean, I guess you could kind of get away with that, but it would be like this. It would be like the wick was literally like right here in the candle. So if you turned it to the side, the wick would be right here, not in the center. Should be like in the middle, sticking out. I don't know why she lies about this.
not even centered properly. And again, that's because she photoshopped all of this. She didn't actually take
I could see the cut line right here and all the way around where the wick was pasted into there.
pictures of all these
Which is fine, dude, but like, I don't understand. Just take one picture of one candle you made and then fucking put it up there.
candles. And I don't
I hate even giving her free advice. You know what? She should pay a fucking person at this point in time. But
understand why she lied.
if you look from afar, it's like a Monet. You look from afar, you're like, oh, okay, you did a good job. But then when you start noticing these little, things, it's like, wait a second.
About this shit. It's like, dude, there's nothing wrong with photoshopping, okay? But
This label's never going to work because this letters back here are always going to fucking overlap these letters. I'm not against overlapping letters. I'm just against it when it's blocking out an entire word and you can't even see what the word behind it says.
you lied completely and made it seem like you've been working so hard taking these pictures and making all these candles and the labels. You wasted $200 on labels. And I mean, come on, dude. You'd have to be an idiot to actually think that there's a label on this vessel and that this is not some type of AI bullshit that you did, which do what you gotta do, bro. But stop fucking lying to people.
All right, I'm not going to play the rest of this. I just wanted to give you guys the idea of what she did. You guys could go watch it because I talk about her deceptive sale tactic where she puts things on sale and then crosses it out, raises the price by $3 and then crosses it out and makes it the same price as all the other candles that are the same size and says that it's a sale. She literally has the word sale on the picture. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's some kind of mistake in her coding or something that does it, but it's deceptive. And then I also talk about the other thing I told you guys about where she, does this, 5 sold in the last, many hours. So for the sake of being redundant, I'm not going to play the rest of it. You guys can go watch if you're that interested. I just don't understand why she's lying. I tried to offer her in the very beginning when she first started out. I was trying to help her out. And I said, Laura, you got to just do one label. That's simple. Okay. I know. Look, all right, let me back this up. I don't know. I give her credit for doing this, okay? Because it's not easy. For somebody especially who came from not even knowing how to fucking do any of that shit, right? Like, I went to school for this, so obviously doing something like this would be time-taking, consuming, okay? So she was spending time doing this shit because it is time-consuming, but she's just lied about how she was spending the time for some reason, and I just don't understand that. But I give her credit for being able to even put this together because it's not easy, right? It's not easy to put a website together and try to get pictures that look uniform and look similar. But here's the thing. My website, I want my website to have a handmade feeling, right? My website, I want it to look like it's a handmade website because that's what it is. I'm representing exactly what my website is. I'm a small, not even company. I'm an individual who makes things and sells them. An artisan, if you will, right? I don't even like calling myself that, but I don't know what other word to use, right? So, hold on. I'm going to go to my webpage.
because I want to show you. I have a, hold on a second. I almost forgot my website. All right. I want it to have a feeling of, it's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a store. I'm not a big company. I'm hand making items. Okay. So I want it to look that way. I don't want to look like I just don't want to misrepresent what I actually am. Hold on a second. This is it, you know? I take pictures in my house, you know, on my furniture, because that's what my stuff is. I mean, it's going to go in your house on the furniture, but I just keep it pretty simple, right? Keep everything pretty simple. Just take pictures of the items, and that's what you're going to get, you know? Maybe not exactly this, but something very close to it. So you see everything. I mean, look, shit, I got my hand in the picture here because I had to hold this pair of earrings up just so I could do this. I think I took these with my phone even. I don't even think I took these pictures of the earrings. I don't even think I took them with my camera. I think I just took these with my phone, some of them. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a homemade home business. That's what it is. Handmade stuff, you know? She's trying to make it look like she's like Yankee Candle, but people buy handmade items because they appreciate the time and craftsmanship that goes into a handmade item. They want to buy something that somebody spent their, you know, their time making. You know, you're not going to find this at a store. This exact item. You'll never see any of this shit at a store. You might see things that are similar, right? Because I use a mold, so I see things that are similar to things I sell in the store. But these are my items that I hand make. Nobody has this little memory wing set with the words on it because I put my own touch on there. Nobody has this exactly. You know, I paint it. I glue each little fucking crystal on one by one and put the fucking gold stuff on and paint it and seal it. And it's a whole process. Okay. If she's making candles from her home, I don't like, you're making candles from your home. Just represent what it is. And that's it. Take the pictures of your candles. And then I just don't understand it. Like this guy. Hold on. I'll show you guys a good example. I think I've shown this guy's page before. This guy has a small website, does candles. Here's his website. All right. I'm already on your email list there, Wade. Thank you. Okay. Well, now he's selling fragrance oils as well, which I want to buy some. So that's all of his fragrance oils, which are hard to, you know what? I don't see any candles listed on here anymore. I wonder if he's not doing candles. Okay. Maybe his website wasn't a good one to bring up. I see, what is this? Oh, dyes. Oh shit, he's selling dyes too. That's crazy. He started making candles and now he's more so turning into a supplier for other candle makers. So maybe he's not actually doing candles anymore. Huh. All right. Well, I guess this was a bad. Yeah, look at that. Oh, candles. Let's see. Could you guys see this? I don't even know if I have it on the screen. Yeah, I think I do. Where are the candles? If you were wondering where the candles go, let me tell you. First of all, you are not subscribed to our emails. Blah, 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 blah. In case you missed it, we remaining current candles. And then remove them from the site. We'll make room for new stuff. We're working on a whole new line of candles. Oh, all right. Well, then there you go. And he don't have his candles up right now. So bad example. But you guys see what I'm saying. Let's go to his fragrance oils. Same concept. It's so simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I appreciate the simplicity of the website. He's just got his fragrance oils. Very hard to photograph. Maybe I shouldn't have went to that because these are all like kind of stock pictures. Let's go to the dyes. The dyes. You see? He took the pictures and these don't look photoshopped. I guess he set them all up. I don't know. He must have them marked out, I guess. I'm not really sure. Because they look identical, which is amazing. But I see slight variations in like the caps. So he might have had little markers. Who knows? Because that's pretty good. Unless they don't look photoshopped to me. So I guess he took actual photos, I'm assuming. Interesting. Yeah, because you could see some of the shadow change. Maybe they are photoshopped. I don't know. I'd have to look close. No. I don't know. That's hard to say. I think those are actual pictures. I don't think these are photoshopped. How the fuck would... I don't even know how you would line everything up like this. I really don't. It's hard to do. Well, some of it's a little different. I see slight differences like this one and this one. But I see what she's trying to do, but I mean, and it's fine if she wants to use Photoshop and do it that way, because who wants to make a million fucking candles and print a million labels, right? Fine if you want to do it like that, but why are you lying about it, dude? That's what I need to fucking know. Why are you fucking lying about it, dude? Just don't lie. Nobody would call her out if she didn't lie. I literally clicked in her live at the last like 10 minutes and I'm like, Laura, you did not take those pictures. Like, I was like, oh, she finally debuted her website. Let's go check it out. I go on there and then I'm like, oh my God, she's fucking lying. As per usual. Like, dude, just stop lying, man. All right, I'm going to go back on my phone. I really don't have much more time. But Black the Barn is a shit name. Why? I like it. Black Tie Barn. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't mind the name of his company. It's all right. A website you actually want to spend time looking at. It's all the beautiful details I appreciate. Who's that? I'm like, I don't know what she's trying to represent. I guess is what I'm saying. It's like, Laura, you make your candles, take a picture of your candles. Like, you're not at the point yet where things are being mass produced and like precisely done by machines. You know, like, I think that representing your company for what it is, that you're hand making, hand pouring the candles, and then showing that on the website, because clearly those aren't candles that you made. Showing that, taking a picture, at least one candle that you made, and then photoshopping the label, because nobody cares about the labels. That's why I don't understand all this time being spent on the labels. Most people don't even like the labels. You know, like, personally, I'm not a big fan of labels. I don't need to see what scent my candle is, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of labels, personally, on candles. I get it, why they do it. You have to put some type of labeling, but, like, I don't get the need to keep redesigning the labels over and over and over again. And this is just going to kill your printer again with ink, because a black label is going to suck up black ink. And this is what I'm saying. I tried helping her in the very beginning when she first started. I was like, show me a look that you're going for. Because when she like redesigns her labels, most of the time when you're designing something, you got like a basic idea. Like, I just designed a logo for a friend of mine, right? And I gave him like 3 completely different layouts. And thank God most people are pretty easy. And he was just like, I like this one. And that was it. I didn't have to do any more work. But sometimes you get pain in the ass. Like one of my other friends that wanted me to do a logo for a jersey. Okay. I designed the whole logo. I mean, dude, I spent so much time on this thing, like hand drawing it on the computer. And could you change this? Could you change that? Could you change the font? I made a million changes to this thing for him to be like, oh, it didn't get approved by the board. You know, he had to bring it to this board. And it's not that it was my logo. It was that the whole idea of having this third jersey, which they have in hockey, they'll have like their regular home and away jerseys. And then they have what's called the third jersey, which is like a more fun, you know, design, or they might do like a retro design or something. They didn't approve the third jersey. A lot of the other youth hockey teams are doing it. So I was just like, whatever. I spend so much fucking time on this thing. So, but you know, people are pain in the asses, and you know, but it started one way, the logo, and then it kind of evolved to something else, you know? And that's what usually happens, you know? So like her label just went from like, they completely changed from like first, you know, this all, it's just totally different one label to the next. Like you got full color with flames and whatever the fuck, swirly color, watercolor looking things. And then you got fucking, you know, like a plain, you know, classic looking label. Now it's like this, I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. And I told her, I'm like, dude, just give me a fucking, you know, idea of a look you're going for. Like, in other words, like a style. Go online, look at other candles, and tell me which ones you like. And then I'll try to put something together. Obviously, that's, you know, made for you. But give me a style. You know, do you want script lettering? Do you want whatever? And I showed her a candle label that I had in my house. Like, this is a vintage look. That's what they were going for with this. So it was a vintage candle design. And I fucking still can't find that candle. It was a really good candle. I can't find it. I think my husband broke it and he just didn't tell me because it was a good candle. It was actually my mom's candle. It had a wood wick in it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will give you a template. This way, when you change the scents, all you have to do is just type in the scents, you know? And she never did it. And then I remember she went live one time and she's like, oh, well, MM said she was going to help me, but she never did. And I'm like, well, what do you expect me to just pull information out of the air? You need to give me the information that you want on the label. And give me an idea of what you're looking to do. Are you looking for classic? Do you want a contemporary looking label? Do you want it to be clean and simple? Do you want it to be fucking full color and crazy with graphics on it? Like, what are you looking to do? I mean, I love when people just think you could design things out of the thin air. I need information, you know? It's like telling somebody to write you a poem and then you're not giving them, you know, fucking what the subject matter is that they have to write the poem about. It's like, I just don't get it. I don't fucking get it. My granddaughter wants to do graphics. She graduates high school. Tell her, Nana, to go to, don't do, no, I shouldn't say don't do graphic design. Do it, but either concentrate in web design because that's where the money's at, or get your master's and you could, you know, teach or something. Well, yeah, you could teach graphic design or art, or you could also get a better job, like an art director or something, and get paid more because graphic design doesn't pay. Most people don't want to pay. People just think it's like one of those types of jobs where it's like so easy because you're using a computer, I guess, and they think like they don't look at it as a job. It's kind of weird, but I told her to do that, but I don't know if she's listening. Yeah, it's not. If I had to go back in time, I would have concentrated in web design because that's where the money is at. Like, that's where you can make a lot of money. Print is rough. And, you know, nowadays especially, I'm sure it's probably even worse because it's just less and less and less people are actually printing things. So at the time when I went to college, I mean, the fucking internet was still in its like infancy. And so who knew that web design was going to blow up to the way it did, you know? But, well, I don't know. Like at Shopify, they give you a template. You buy templates and then you just fill in the information in the template. So you don't really need to know coding. You could put some of your own coding in there, but I just keep it super simple. But I just don't understand why Laura lied about this. I'm just like, Laura, why did you even draw attention to it? Nobody would have said anything. I would have been like, okay, Laura just did her website over again for the fucking 9 millionth time, you know? And I get it. It is time consuming, but you didn't spend your time taking pictures of each candle and going outside with your, you know, your camera and your, you know, labels, your $200 of labels, and fucking took pictures of all this shit. Like, why the fuck did you lie about that? I just don't understand. I don't understand it. Alicia was just in here, Mercedes girl. She was just in here. She's doing good. I saw her in here earlier. She might be driving or something. She could be listening. Thank you, B First, for sharing the link. I just don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. There was once a woman called Laura who thought the whole fucking world should adore her, but she's too fucking thick and unaware that she's sick with a toxic and hate-filled bad aura. Holy shit, that was good. I don't understand what all these redesigns are doing. It's like you could redesign your website a million times and it's, that's great. I mean, it's nice to have a great website if you're an online business, but like what is the goal that you're looking to accomplish? I don't understand. Are you looking to do you think that redesigning it and making it look like your Yankee Candle is going to catapult you to that level of success? I don't understand. I don't understand why she keeps redesigning the labels either. That I don't understand. I don't think that that's why. If I have to assume it's because she's not selling as much as she wants to be, which with any business, there's going to be, good times of the year, bad times of the year. This month was slow for me, next month might be better. It was just a slow month. I don't know, people just, I guess, weren't ordering stuff. I add new things. I try to regularly add new things. And, it is what it is. That's why it's not the best idea to depend fully on something like this, because you just don't know. But I also don't really promote my business around too much, if I want to do that, I got to take it to the next level and really start making sure I'm constantly on Instagram and, Facebook, because that's really where your marketing is at. I'll make a post every once in a blue moon on my Instagram and my Facebook page, and it's not enough to get me into the algorithm. I would have to do it on a regular basis. I feel her main goal is that she wants people to think she works 18 hours a day. Yeah, 18 hours a day. I don't know if it takes you 18 hours to go into some fucking AI app and, plug in information. I guess. I'm not saying that doesn't take time, because it takes time, what she's doing. Obviously, photoshopping, I still don't understand why she cut and paste out the, hold on, this part. I don't understand what's going on here. I'm confused, I guess. I think because I have called her out for using pictures off of Makesy in the past, and she wants us to believe that she actually took these pictures, but it's Laura, come on, dude. Of all people in the world, I mean, come on. You think I'm going to think that these are actual pictures? I mean, I could see the line. I don't know why she's copying and pasting the wax in there. I'm very confused about that. Because I could see there's wax there. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. But she took it from a candle and cut it weird to fit this area, and it's not fitting. Or unless this is just an AI thing. I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't fucked around with AI too much because I just don't care to do it. I don't need to. If I want to, do something if I wanted to do this, I would just go into Photoshop. It would take me 5 minutes, But, yeah, I don't understand. I don't get the AI thing. I don't get it. It's cool for the backgrounds and shit, I guess it's fine, but the I don't know. The labels, no good. I don't even know. I mean, I have to assume it's AI labels or something. Everything has AI now. So if you go into Shopify, when I go list a product in my Shopify, okay, it gives me an option to do an AI. I'll show you guys. Hold on. I'm going to do it on my phone, but I'll read it to you guys. Hold on a second. Where is this? All right, so let's say I'm adding a product. Let's let's call it a vanilla candle, okay? So I go to product description. Hold on, let me go to the title first. Product title, I'll put vanilla candle, okay? And then it says add description, and there's an AI option. I used it on one of my things, but I totally edited it down because it sounded too much. Hold on, because I just wanted to try it. All right, autofill expert level. You can pick the different level. All right, so I'm going to put vanilla candle, and let's see what it writes. Expert level. Crafted to perfection, our vanilla candle creates a calming and inviting atmosphere with its delicate vanilla scent. Made with 100% natural ingredients, this candle burns clean and evenly for up to 50 hours. Enhance your home with the soothing ambience and ambiance and warm glow of our vanilla candle. That fucking shit just wrote itself right there. That's actually pretty good, but I would probably still edit it because I don't love it 100%. But that's pretty good, right? All I typed in there was vanilla candle and it wrote that shit by itself, which is pretty good for people who can't write. But like, I don't know if I would depend on it for labels because number one, you'd have to recreate these labels. Do you know what font that is? Don't assume it's just an Arial font because it could be Avant Guard or whatever. It could be a Helvetica. I mean, don't assume. It looks like, if I had to guess, it would be Avant. I think it's Avant Guard, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you can't assume that. How are you going to recreate this on your labels? She constantly tries to outdo herself and fails. I think what she should do at this point in time, and this is the end of my fucking free advice for this person. I think what she should do at this point in time is just, go on Fiverr and invest the money, because look, dude, it's cool. Not everybody's good at everything, right? Hold on. What the fuck is going on here? I'm trying to join from my, that's weird. Hold on. I'm trying to join from my phone. Go online and go to fiverr.com, okay? And you could, you could have somebody design a template for you for a label. I'm sure it's not that much money. Maybe $100, maybe less. I don't know. I really don't know what the fucking going price of label design is these days. But hold on. Just get rid of. Uh-oh. I don't know if I did that. Hold on. Okay. All right. Just making sure I put the right one. Go on there, hire somebody to make you a nice template for your labels, and then you'll be able to just plug it in yourself. It's a very hard thing to do if you don't know what you're doing. To design your own labels. What did you do? What did you? Oh my goodness! What did you do in here? You bad dog! Oh my gosh! Hold on a second. What'd you do? Fresh. I don't know. There must have been a pile of napkins somewhere. He grabbed them and freaking ripped them up. There's little napkin shreds everywhere. You are the biggest pain in the ass. You know that? I'm not chasing you. So you want to eat a napkin, you can eat a napkin. Ooh, it's cool out here. I wasn't expecting this. But yeah, I mean, go and pay somebody to do it. Design your labels for you. And then that's it. You plug that. Pretty easy. Or have somebody design a logo for you and then plug in the scents. Pictures, that's a little harder. I don't really know what to tell you on that one. I really don't. Maybe go to what's that fucking I gotta be honest, like I don't even know how people take pictures and line them up exactly the same. That I don't know. I don't know how people do it. Companies do that shit because they do, but they have a setup where I know at least that they have lighting and a setup that's stationary that they keep in the same spot. Asked what scent she won so she can order more. Wait, what? Tolu about asked what scent she won so she can order more? What do you mean what scent she won? Oh, the candle that she won. I'm not sure which. Was she the second one? I don't remember. I gave away a coffee candle, right? And then I think I gave away a cucumber melon. Was it in a cement, like a gray vessel? That was the coffee, I think. I don't have any made right now. I don't have any listed though. Actually, I didn't even start making the vessels. I've been spending so much time making jewelry that I haven't really done anything. I was gonna do, a 8-ounce candle, but I haven't gotten to it. Okay, so yeah, you ordered the coffee one. If it's in the cement one, and a couple of people have asked me for that, so I have to order more of the scents because I actually have the vessels made, and I have the wicks in them already because last time around when I went to do it, I ran out of the fragrance oil. And so I didn't finish making all the ones that I had set aside to make. So I'll order the the coffee cup. Oh, it's not coffee. Oh, wait, did you order? Oh, I know which one it is. You got the, I forgot. I did a third one giveaway. It was the, uh, shit, drift, no, Beechwood, I think it's called. Did it come in like a tan kind of container with a lid? If it's that one, then that's what you got. And I'm definitely making more of those because those are my favorite personally. And so I'll be making those. But the next one around is going to be Midsummer's Night Dream, which is, I figured it was good for this time of year. I'm trying to get them done. So I want to get them done before the end of this month. She had to add the food candles. Wait a second. Someone wanting to build a real business just wouldn't do this. She went to all the trouble to do that and then said in the community post she had to add the food candles next. Oh my goodness. She's been saying she's adding those food candles for the last, I don't even know how many years. Yes, that's the one. Okay, that one's so good. That one's my favorite, honestly. Besides Clean Cotton, I think that one's my favorite. Which I could also do another round of Clean Cotton candles. I have a bunch of vessels made. So she uses our when talking about herself. She makes it sound like she has a brick and mortar. I do that in my like when I make posts on Facebook because it sounds so weird when you say I. Like, oh, you know, check out my web. I'll say check out my website, but I'll be like, oh, you know, check out our collection of earrings, even though it's just me. But I mean, I don't know what she's trying to accomplish, dude. I really don't. I think it's just crazy to lie about such stupid things, dude. Like, who cares? And nobody cares if you took your pictures or not, dude. I mean, you do take. I mean, I shouldn't say that. She used a stock picture the last time, and it's like, dude, that's not your product. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of wrong in a sense. When you're using like a stock picture, it's like kind of fucked up because it's like you didn't make that candles and you're posting a picture of it. It's a little different if it's like you're drop shipping something and you're like, okay, I'm like she has wick trimmers or something, and you use the stock picture of the wick trimmers because you're just basically a middleman who's selling the wick trimmers. Like, there's really no need for you to take your own picture of that. But like, but yeah, your candles are the focus of your company. I just feel like you should maybe show a picture of an actual candle that you made. But like, if you made one and then photoshopped on top of that labels, I don't think anybody would care. I think they would understand it's a representation of your, you know, your company. What the fuck? I need some Peter. I'm so wet between my legs. Yeah, sorry to hear that. That's fucking weird, dude. I don't get it. Oh, she made a community post about it. I didn't see that. Her about section is over at the top. I didn't even look at it. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I just went on there and I'm like, oh, she's finally like, she's like, this is it, you know. So I go on her website and I'm like, Lori, you did not take these pictures, dude. Like, why are you saying you took these pictures when it's like so clear that the wicks are in the exact same spot on every fucking picture? It's like, hello, I don't understand why you would lie about that. Like, I don't get it. I just don't understand it. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with using Photoshop. A lot of companies do. Almost every company does. I just feel like if you're making candles, you should show a picture of an actual candle that you made. But I mean, if you want to use, I don't know, Etsy picture, not Etsy, whatever it is, Makesy pictures, then I guess, you know, if you're selling their vessels, I mean, for me, I have to take a picture of the actual candle that I made. I just don't understand why she's lying. I'm like, you drew attention to something for no reason. Like, I wouldn't have never said anything because I would have just been looked at it and went, Laura's doing what Laura does all the time. She's fucking, you know, using stock pictures and fucking AI shit on her label as labels. Okay. And I would have just moseyed on with my day. like, but when you're like, oh, I took these pictures, like she slaved out in her yard trying to get everything lined up perfectly, you know, at different times of day with fucking different lighting. And I'm like, that don't make sense, dude. That doesn't sound right. I mean, God bless you if you figured out how to fucking do that, because I don't even think like professionals could fucking do that. She's chasing the wrong dream. Like, dude, I totally give her credit for like even putting that together, because it's fucking hard to do if you don't, especially for somebody who doesn't even know what the fuck they're doing, you know, to even get it to that point. I give you credit for that, but it's like, I just don't understand why you're fucking lying and like trying to mislead people into thinking like you were out slaving, you spent $200 in labels. Why are you lying to people? There's not even a label on any of that shit. Ooh, Burnt Toast just went live. All right, that means I'm probably gonna end this because I'm gonna watch Burnt Toast. But and I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. But I gotta go. I gotta get something to eat anyway. So, I'm probably gonna get Panera, my favorite. Ooh, ooh. But anyway, it was great talking to you guys. I'll probably be back, you know, maybe sometime this week. Yeah, that's about it. And to the person who asked about the Canadian shipping, just don't forget to email me and I will give you a quote. Just tell me what you want. And that's about it. All right. I'll see you guys sometime this week. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. You can't take any more BHB. I know her voice it's rough. She wants to start a new life, new candle, new wax, and a new life. Okay. Well, she's crazy. Anyway. All right. I'm going to get myself some dinner. So I'll see you guys next time.